Thank you, Phillip. We just met 10 days ago, I think. The questions are simple. My name is Mirza, I'm from Bosnia, and I will emphasize my point on Malaysia, because it's Malaysia is in focus. Number one, infrastructure. Number two, 2025 is happening very soon. I know it's not in focus. Can we reflect a little bit? Number three, Malaysian Airlines. Can we expect some more flights to Europe? I think currently going only to London. That's all. Thank you.
So you frame it as three core challenges, right? The first challenge really is infrastructure. The second is the brand and marketing. I think if you're, correct me if I'm wrong, you're talking about Visit Malaysia 2025. Is
Yes.
that what you're saying too? And then the third is connectivity. How do we get connectivity in place, right? Maybe just want to open the floor question, right? When you listen to these three dimensions here, where does the ministry think as core priorities? Well, the question was, look, there's a point about infrastructure. Maybe you can clarify a bit what infrastructure you're referring to. That's an issue. There's a second part, which is the branding, Visit Malaysia 2025, the marketing part. And then there's a third part, which is, re-establishing direct connectivity back to Europe, right? Of the three you had, Dato, which one is very important, right, to kind of move the numbers and move the needle?
Okay, all three is, of course, the infrastructure. That is something that I think is everybody. It's not only the role of Ministry of Tourism. This is talking about facilities and infrastructure that this not only for the tourists but also for the people of Malaysia. So, of course, I believe that the government we give the serious consideration and strong emphasis on the importance of infrastructure facilities, not only to the tourism destination, but the whole country that we're talking about, especially the challenges in Sabah and Sarawak and so on, connectivity, road transportation, jetty and so on. So that will be, I believe, the government, through all various ministry, will take a serious matter of that. And then for the VMY, of course, VMY 2025, now is only 2023. The 23-24 is the time that we will focusing on the promotion. Of course, the announcement of 2025 only recently last month when the Prime Minister announced in the budget. We immediately now, the Ministry of Tourism, they already will soon be setting up the Secretariat of the Visit Malaysia year, and for the Tourism Malaysia, we already work on the strategy and mechanism how to promote, start from now till 2025. And of course, when we're talking about the Visit Malaysia year, the challenges is 23 and 24, the promotion part. The a preparation for the wedding day, 25 is the wedding day. The wedding day, when we must plan and to organize what special year 2025 where people must come. And it's normally every Visit Malaysia, that is a big jump of the arrival, and it will be subsequently have to be followed by the following year. For example, like if we manage to achieve 23.5 in 2025, we must get 25 million in 2026. That's actually the challenges that we are working on.
Maybe I'll just extend that, Ajay, when you hear Visit Malaysia 2025, right, how would you recommend and advise, Tourism Malaysia on how to make it come alive in India?
Road shows to start with. FAMs, familiarization trips to get more agents in. And some innovative stuff. For example, kites are something that, are very popular in India. Kites, the WOW is your logo as well. Events like this, now, we used to do kite festivals. I used to get people from all over the world. I even did one at the Taj Mahal, where we get. The great thing about kites is that, you've got this big crowd, everybody's looking up into the sky with a big smile on their faces. It's positive energy. Bollywood, get people to come and do a shoot over here, because that drives a lot of traffic. So innovative ideas a bit of spending, and getting the travel trade involved in promoting Malaysia, and not just the usual destinations. Take them, Mulu for example. Now, how many people in India know about Mulu? So look at options, get people out here, get the trade involved, and it's a big market. And of course, more flights and easier visas.
That's what I was about to say. Yes, you're missing them.
So debottlenecking seems to be a very big part, for sure. I really found your point very interesting about how do you infuse the destination in your day-to-day life into the local life of the person, right? Whether someone goes to the movie, they see Malaysia in the cinema, someone is doing a day-to-day fun activity with kites and they see Malaysia. How do you infuse, I think, the elements of Malaysia in that? So that's, I think, perhaps the wonderment that you try and instill and create per se. But there's also the fundamental issue about engaging travel and trade, right? But flights is also a big challenge. I mean, especially for India. Like, Luqman, we've always been talking about getting more flights to India, but sometimes that's the issue of bilaterals, isn't it? Of trying to get more capacity to fly between India and Malaysia.
I think post-pandemic, we're seeing a lot of restriction, especially even within this region. We're not getting back some of the slots that we had before pandemic. Unique to India, we almost maxed up our allotted ATRs with about 40 departures a week into India. Right, so yeah, I mean, apart from capacity constraint that we have right now, the aircraft delivery is delayed because of supply chain and things like that. The constraint on slots also another concern that we're having, and emerging problem that we have right now because of resources issue. We are not able to increase capacity as well, frequencies, because the ground handlers are not staffed well to ensure they are able to manage all these flights.
And it's not only airline, right? It's also ground handlers at airports across the board. We're talking ecosystem, right?
Ground handler, air traffic controllers, you name it, across the chain, we have serious resource issues that we really need to solve.
Okay. I'm going to open the floor. Any more questions you have?